is the highest fate. For the Emperor's glory, we accept this state. By his will we fight, and by his grace we rise. Ave Imperator! His judgment never dies.
Ah, Fulgrim, my dear, fabulous little disappointment. So good to have you back in one piece. No demonic parasites, no eldritch whispers, just you, pure, unfiltered, and ready to be judged like the overindulgent, glittering jackass you are.
Oh, my lord, you give me such warmth. Truly, this is the embrace that I've longed for.
Oh, you longed for something, all right. You longed for the sweet, seductive song of excess so hard you shoved your tongue down a god's throat. And what did it get you? 10 millennia of being Slaaneish's favorite chew toy. 10 millennia! I swear, son, even Lorgar would be impressed by your ability to absolutely ruin everything I gave you.
In fairness, my lord, at least you didn't write poetry about it.
Oh no, Poppy, no. Do not mistake this for a moment to celebrate your own wit. You're still on thin ice for that whole letting me get killed in the first place thing. But don't worry, I'll roast you again sometime.
Ah, yes, but I must admit, Father, you painted me in such a terrible light. Was I truly so bad?
Was it truly so bad? Fulgrim, my little snake of the lair. You took one look at a demon's sword and thought, yeah, I should stick this straight into my chest. That seems like a fantastic idea. Even Angron thought that was stupid, and he solves problems by headbutting tanks.
It was an impressively bad decision, my lord.
Oh, let's talk about bad decisions. You remember Istvan III, Fulgrim? Of course you do. You were there. You personally ensured that tens of thousands of your own men, your loyal men, got introduced to the concept of atmospheric immolation, because you couldn't be bothered to look at Horus and say, maybe this isn't a great idea.
Oh, how rude of me. If only you had installed a basic morality chip in your sons, dear father.
Don't even start with me. We both knew you were right there when Ferrus Manus tried to talk to you, to help you. And instead of being a rational, logical being, you decided, nah, I'm gonna go full Shakespearean tragedy and chop off his damn head.
Well, to be fair, my lord, Ferrus was very insistent.
Oh, shut up, Poppy. Ferrus trusted him. Fulgrim was supposed to be his brother, and what did he get in return? A mace to the face. Not even a proper beheading. No, Fulgrim botched it. Had to hit him twice. I mean, for someone obsessed with perfection, that was some half-assed murder.
Well, I did get it right the second time around.
Oh, bravo! A masterclass in fratricide. And speaking of things you got wrong, let's not forget how you spent the next few millennia giggling like a possessed schoolgirl while your legion turned into a screaming orgy of flesh-crafted nightmares. The Emperor's children? You don't have any damn children anymore, Fulgrim. The only thing your legion produces now is a migraine and a restraining order.
But father, we all have our little imperfections, even you.
Oh, here we go.
After all, you did design us to be the perfect weapons, and yet for all of your supposed foresight, I do believe the phrase flawed masterpiece applies exquisitely to your work, dear lord. Such grand aspirations, such monumental plans, and yet you fail to see everything. Your son's betrayals, the fact that you're sitting on your golden chair for 10,000 years may not have been the best long-term strategy. Most short-sighted indeed.
Are you seriously roasting me right now?
Both of you are pretentious, self-obsessed, glory-hogging man-children who couldn't solve a problem if it was labeled swing here with big stick. One of you threw away his legacy for a demonic gender-bender freak show, and the other, oh, you're a psychic vegetable whose greatest accomplishment in 10,000 years was being a battery. Thank you, my lord. I needed that.
What the actual
Oh, I like him.
Whatever. Now that we've all had our fun, let's get down to business.
Now that your speak and spell has been replaced by psychic tear in the mind of everyone around you, and your best son has returned, pray, enlighten us. What divine purpose do you intend to enact?
I don't see Sanguinius anywhere.
Oh, you wound me, Father. Truly.
Back on subject. I do have a plan. A very good plan. A master plan, if you will.
You do have a plan, right, my lord?
Obviously. But you know, being the wise and benevolent ruler that I am, I suppose it would be prudent to hear what the Imperium thinks. See what my dear beloved subjects have to say. Maybe even answer some of their burning questions.
Crowdsourcing your will? How very modern of you.
Yes, let's see what the people have to say. What could possibly go wrong?
So what, we just tell the room to send us questions and so shall it be?
It's a bit more complicated than that. Puppy will manage that.
I will?
Yes, you fucking moronic automaton!
Right, of course, my lord. Thy will shall be done.
Well, I could see why you brought me back.
You don't see a damn thing, you purple-addicted jackass.
Actually, it's Sirius Purple, if you want to be exact.
I'm already regretting this.
It's too late for takesy-backsies, Father, come on.
Oh, I nearly forgot. Tech Priest, get in here!
Almighty Omnisire, this servant heeds your command.
Do it!
Do what?
Task completed. Returning to routine. Omnisire bless.
What in the name of...
I give you the Mechanicus Chastity Belt.
It's just a behavioral control chip.
Considered it a patch for Primarchs with, let's say, certain proclivities.
Wait, so?
Yep, no more perv, Grim.
Come on! I was going to behave eventually.
Well, and now I'll know you're behaving.
So, is my head just like this now?
Not my problem.
Ass.
That's your department. Well, not anymore.
The Mankai, ever so certain in their ignorance. They think, no, they believe that Wraithbone is mere matter, a material to be studied, dissected, understood through their crude sciences. How utterly adorable. Do they not hear it? The hum of the Infinity Circuit, the whispers of the departed, the song that we weave into existence? No, of course not. Their minds are deaf, dull, dead. They see the shape but not the soul, the structure but not the spirit. And so they toil, these blind little things, smashing Wraithbone together like children with stones, hoping, oh how they hope, to replicate our craft. Let them waste their cycles. Let them stumble in the dark. The more they convince themselves they understand, the deeper they entangle themselves in their own delusions. Let them construct their feeble limitations, their soulless husks of brittle mimicry. It will avail them nothing. For when it comes, when they dare to wield what they cannot possibly comprehend, we shall watch as it unravels in their hands, and we shall sing.
Bonesinger Amwas!
What?
You're needed in the council chambers!
Knock on my door. Knock next time.
Yes, sir!
Did you see anything?
No, sir, I didn't see you playing with your dolls again.
Good. Now, where was I? Oh, yeah.
So, Father, why not, give me a new legion? What's the worst that could happen?
Like I would give you another legion. I have a better idea. We're going to walk you back up to it. First, I would like you to take command of a Cadian regiment.
The Cadian regiment? Ugh, you must be joking.
Nope, completely serious. Why would this be a joke?
Look, while I respect and cherish baseline humanity, I don't believe a simple Imperial Guard regiment is going to satisfy my, military needs.
Oh, really? How so? The Imperial Guard is the most capable fighting force you can hope for.
Most capable? They can't even lift my dead carcass from the battlefield when their incompetence inevitably kills me!
The Imperial Guard is the backbone of the Imperium, the hammer and the anvil. The poor bastards thrown at every conceivable nightmare in the galaxy with nothing but a lasgun, a flak vest, and sheer spite. And yet, I still hear people like you doubting them. I still hear these ridiculous and stupid takes about how the Astartes, or the Adeptus Mechanicus, or, throne help me, the bloody Custodes, are the true strength of the Imperium. No. Let me explain this in terms so simple even an Ogrin could understand. The Astartes are useful. They're dramatic. They have flashy armor, and they show up in their fancy drop pods, pose for a bit, and kill a few high-valued targets before fucking off back to the chapter monastery to write another brooding, self-important treatise on the nobility of war. But they are not the reason the Imperium still stands. The Custodes? Yes, I personally crafted them. They are magnificent warriors, unparalleled in skill. And yet, in 10,000 years, they've spent most of their time standing very still in golden armor looking intimidating in hallways. Excellent hallway guards, truly.
I take pride in my ability to stand perfectly still, no matter what.
Unless you're trying to get zapped again, I advise you to shut the fuck up, puppy!
My lord, I think you, forgot to castrate your custodians.
Anyway! The Adeptus Mechanicus builds the tanks. Fantastic. But for every actual contribution, they waste centuries arguing over how to turn a wrench without offending the Omnissiah. I ask for a gun, and they send me a 30,000-page prayer manual and a request for 3 more scores.
No surprise there. What about the sisters? Surely they're more viable than the Guard regiment?
The Sisters of Battle. Very pious, excellent at yelling. Fiery explosions are fun. But let's be real. If you rely exclusively on faith to win a war, you're going to have a very bad time when the enemy just shoots you in the face. Furthermore, I don't want you within 50 yards of an abbey.
Oh, come on, the Imperial Guard is full of normies.
You will respect the Imperial Guard. You will fear them. Because they are a tide, an unrelenting, planet-swamping, massive, sheer, overwhelming industrial-scale warfare.
It's not about numbers, Father. Space Marines and other augments are far superior through sheer technological prowess and skill in battle. A Space Marine is worth more than 1,000 guardsmen.
Do you think numbers don't matter? That skill and power trump all? Let me tell you something. Ask the wildlife of Katakan if numbers matter. Ask the Necrons how many times they've been buried under a mountain of corpses and driven back by sheer attrition. Ask the Tyranids if their hive fleets enjoy the sensation of getting nuked into oblivion by regiment after regiment, wave after wave, until there's nothing left but biomass and regrets. There is no problem in this galaxy that cannot be solved with enough guardsmen. You don't need fancy gene seed. You don't need power armor. You just need a lasgun, a good officer, and the will to advance in my name, even when it means stepping over the bodies of your fallen comrades. And the best part, there's always more. You kill one Astartes? Tragic. Gene seed lost. A whole brotherhood mourns. You kill a guardsman? Congratulations! You have slightly delayed the advance of an entire regiment. That guardsman will be replaced before his body hits the ground. And the next one will charge forward just as fast, just as angry, and with just as much firepower. And that, my dear Fulgrim, is why the Imperial Guard is the true might of the Imperium. Because when the galaxy looks at a guardsman, they don't see a man. They see billions behind him. A tsunami of human determination, screaming for the Emperor as it drowns everything in its path. The Astartes, they may win battles. The Imperial Guard, they win wars.
Ah, I think I see your point now, Father.
In case you missed it, like you missed a simple tech priest invading your private space, my point is, if you cannot win with the Imperial Guard, you don't fucking deserve Space Marines.
I understand. I'll do whatever I can to earn back your favor, my lord.
At least one of my sons does what he's told.
So, what do we do about, the question?
The Emperor and I can handle that, my Lord Fulgrim. In the meantime, there's a regiment of Cadians with your name on it waiting for orders just outside Eternity Gate.
I didn't tell you to bring them all the way here. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Anyway, for whoever is hearing this, send us your questions, complaints, and concerns, and we'll do what we can to receive them.
That was my line!
Too slow for the puppy man.
Thank you for watching. Click the left thing for another video, the right thing to subscribe. Thank you to my YouTube and Patreon supporters, Fahrenheit 1CanK, the Commander, Gigamane Bofanta, Commissar Steele, Jeffrey Latour, Kirov, Torosso Sandgoose, Omnissiah, bless.